That's what I like to see as well. Look at that. Third row back there. There's a lovely group all packed to the rafters there, and just a group of empty seats down there, which is either there's been a terrible coach crash on the way here this evening, or I'm only joking. No, what's happened there is, right, that's clearly, that'll be like, well, you know those ticket booking websites that'll have thought, let's buy up a whole chunk of seats in the third row there, and then we'll sell them on at high prices. And not so much. Makes me laugh, that, you know. I'm popular, but not enough. You know what I mean? Yeah, one step ahead of them there. Oh, lovely stuff. Oh, sparkly. Sorry, there's a woman down there with a full sequins and a sparkly thing on there. So I was just sorry. That's my way of complimenting somebody for dressing up, for coming out for the night. I don't just randomly point at people and go, sparkly! Right? Like an old friend, like someone I used to know called Sparkly. Sparkly! What are you doing here? I haven't seen you since we worked together in that glitter factory. But of course, in that glitter factory, everyone was called Sparkly. It's always the way. Oh, yes. If anyone's not from the area, you can't get moved for glitter factories here in the northeast. Oh, my God, yeah. There's whole industrial estates where there's just people grinding away on stuff, creating the glitter in special, I don't know what they're grinding exactly. Something, the dead bones of Liberace. Yes, that's right. That's how you get glitter. For many years. Oh, did somebody just go, oh, can I just point out what I'm talking about tonight might be bullshit, right? That's what we've got to in society now, isn't it? People getting offended over something that isn't real. That's where we've got to. Well, I, quite frankly, don't think it's right to exhume the dead body of Liberace and then smuggle him into some sort of industrial area, place his bones into a vice, and then pay people on minimum wage to just grind away at that glittery bastard. You know, quite frankly, I think that's appalling. What? Yes, it's also not real. Yeah, that's quite a nice... I'm not sure what that machine is exactly, but it involves a handle and a wire. You'd think it would all be automated now, wouldn't you? You'd think they'd just have a machine and you just get the bones of Liberace, and then you just... Yes, that is the theme of the show now. Just so you know, right? You can see one or two people looking like this going, what is he talking about? So it's always nice to look out early on and see, you know, who bought the ticket and who's been brought by a friend. It's good, isn't it? Just... she just turned round and was like, you, not you. Not with you bringing me to the show tonight. I didn't know what to expect. You said come along, and I'm a big fan of Liberace. Sitting here with him talking all this nonsense. Yes, glitter. That's how the automated machine works. Oh, yes. Do you remember? Not in our day, was it? Not in our day, back in the glitter factory. Oh, yes. Every tiny bit of glitter was... at least you're into it. That's the important thing. At least you're into it. She just sat there like that going, I don't know what's going on. Yeah. You can be my sort of... you can be the barometer of if I go too weird tonight, right? You can, what was your name? Laura. What? Laura. Laura? Laura. Laura. Oh, sorry, Laura. But you went, Laura. But you thought. No, I don't. No, I'm not having a go. I just thought, Laura. I thought, oh, a Disney princess. No wonder you were enjoying the glitter factory stuff. Who are you? I am a Laura. I am a Laura Aurora, the Disney princess that you don't hear about often. She's Ariel's cousin, who's got caught in a lemonade bottle. I don't know. Oh, that's a horrible image, isn't it? Oh, my God. Imagine that if you were watching The Blue Planet 2 and there's Attenborough just going, and in the seas, we see huge amounts of plastic, animals getting trapped, and then you just saw a dead mermaid. Just maybe a few crabs, just nibbling on her tits. Just a tip, right? It's not the telly. I'm actually here, right? Just look down. He just turned home. I was slightly worrying that you turned and started talking to her just after I said the words nibbling on her tits. You know what I mean? I just went nibbling on the tits, and you just went, oh yeah, that reminds me. Excuse me. I was just wondering later on. Are you coming back to my place, or just watch the show? You're obsessed with tit nibblage. That's the thing. What is tit nibblage? That's Aurora's sidekick. Elora, who is this? This is my comical sea urchin friend, tit nibblage. What did you say to her there? What could you possibly have said when I said a dead mermaid? Sorry, this has gone a bit dark. This has gone very dark very early, hasn't it? Oh, I wasn't expecting that in the first 5 minutes. What could you possibly have said? Like, a dead mermaid caught in a lemonade bottle and tit nibbling. What did you say to her there?
I knew Sebastian looked a bit dodgy.
You knew Sebastian looked a bit dodgy. Brilliant. Oh. Amazing what you think of when you're watching The Little Mermaid. You're just watching a Disney film and you just go, I'll tell you what, he looks dodgy, that one. He's a right wrong'un, eh? Wouldn't at all surprise me if Operation U-Tree, whatever the underwater version of U-Tree is, the Operation Seaweed, something like that. It is good, isn't it, to have certain ideas about fictional characters just knocking about in your head. Lovely stuff. Anyway, what was I talking about? Nothing. You literally came out and started talking about grinding up the bones of liver. Look, I'm sorry, it's gone a bit dark early, but here's the thing about the show tonight, right? It might go to some slightly weird places, right? But I promise you, nothing I talk about, especially for you, Aurora, right? Sorry, Laura. If nothing I talk about on stage tonight, no matter how weird it gets, will be anywhere near as weird as every perfume advert ever made, right? Even I watch perfume adverts and just sit there just going, what is this about? Do you know what I mean? Johnny Depp just minding his own business, driving through the desert. Oh, this is perfectly normal. Johnny's on his way to visit some relatives who live in an arid setting, right? And then he just swerves off, crashes the car. Does he phone the AA? No, he does not. Does he get out the emergency warning triangle and place it the designated 200 meters behind the vehicle to warn oncoming vehicles? No, he does not. Tell you what he does. He goes to the boot and he gets a big shovel out and he rips off his jewellery and he just buries it in the desert like that. And you just go, what is that? And then he stands like that, looking off into the distance, and it just goes, Savage. And at that point where you're thinking, I don't know what's going on, just a random bison just walks past in the background. All right, Johnny? were they down there at Savage headquarters? Were they just sniffing the stuff like that? What does that smell of? Give it here. That smells of Johnny Depp crashing his car in the desert, burying his jewellery and standing there like a ponce while a random bison walks past. Perfect. Turn it into an advert. It wouldn't surprise me if there's like the spies from the perfume companies actually come to my shows and sit at the back and write all this shit down. Do you know what I mean? They just have like... you watch in a couple of weeks' time, like all them perfume adverts, and there'll be Gerard Butler. He'll just be standing there like that, just in a fancy suit, and then he'll just undo his trousers, and he'll drop his trousers like that, and he'll have glittery legs. And then Scarlett Johansson, like that, she'll come flapping in like that, dressed as a mermaid, and then she'll get something caught in her throat. She'll slowly die, and Gerard Butler will just stare off into the distance like that, and he'll just go, "Tit Nibblage" by Calvin Klein. Yeah. Please do buy yourself a bottle of Tit Nibblage. I can't even say it! Tit Nibblage. Yes, that's a fun thing to say. Anyway, so what was your name, Sparkly? Laura! Good night, everybody. Is it really Laura? Is it? Or are you just going, oh shit, I don't want to get dragged into Ross's world of bullshit. I don't want to give him my real name. Oh, I'll try and think of a name that I can just say. Laura? Oh no, that's already been taken. Yeah, 2 Lauras. Oh my God, I forgot to mention that tonight, not only is it comedy, but there's an element of Darren Brown. Yeah. I'll talk to people down here and I'll just go, is your call Laura? Yes. Are you Laura as well? Yes. Ooh. How does he just, a bit of a long shot that you'd be Laura as well. But you, what? You're a Laura! But look at that. He went, she is. Ooh. How does he do it? Ooh. Pick a number between 1 to 10. Yes. How does he do it? Ooh, name a tropical snack. What? Sorry, that's not how it works, is it? I was trying to think of just a question, and it should be something easy, like pick a colour. Name a tropical snack. It's because I've got, what's his face, Sebastian on the mind. So, anyway, all right, so, Laura there. Any other Lauras in? Yay! 4. Unbelievable. Excellent stuff. Right. So, what do you do for a living, Laura?
I'm
marketing and events. Oh, and what about you, Laura?
teacher.
Oh, you should have lied and said marketing and events. Sorry, never mind. You know, teacher. Lovely. Excellent. What subject, specialist subject there? Art. Oh, that's easy. So, I'm not having a go. I know you've got to qualify in that, but God, that's a skive, isn't it? I'm just saying. I'm not. Like, it's still... Oh, move on, Ross. I'm just saying, there's like, you know, when it got GCSE level, is it? Oh, right, okay, so at least they've got to produce something. You can't just turn up at the start of the lesson and just go, right, here's a bowl of fruit. Knock that out, I'll be back in an hour. Sitting in here. Oh, she's chatting. Just stop. What are you doing there? Are you telling her what to say? She's just going, I failed GCSE art. Could you give me some cheeky tips on where's the food? And do you do the pottery? Do you do the... This isn't a trick. Yes, this isn't like a fact. That's not a euphemism. Do you do the pottery? How dare you? suggesting I do the pottery. What is pottery? I don't know, but it's probably filth. Oh, God. Fun misunderstandings there. Oh, God. So I've had loads recently. Oh, my God. I've got myself into some shocking situations recently. How's about this, right? I was doing a radio interview. Now, this was a joke, right? I was doing this radio interview, and a fella says to me, he's reading off my CV, right? And he says, it says here, Ross, this is a joke, right? Just putting this out there now. It says here, Ross, that on Channel 4, you was voted number 10 in the 100 greatest stand-ups of all time. And what I should have said is yes, and left it at that. But I didn't, right? I did this. I went, yeah, but thanks to Louis C.K. and Bill Cosby, strictly speaking, I'm now at number 8, right? It's just a joke, right? But I probably shouldn't have followed it up by saying, sometimes sexual misconduct isn't always bad news. It's just a joke, right? God, shocking. And I had another one. Oh, my God. Well, there's been two, right? I was in Sheffield, and another one happened in Glasgow, right? I was in Sheffield, and I was enjoying some chicken wings, right? Oh, lovely chicken wings, right? I used to be a vegetarian, and then I remembered meat tastes lovely, right? Yes. So, it's... sorry about that, if there's any vegans in here tonight. Just angry vegans. How dare you! Let's relax. Vegans? No, I didn't look at that. No, if we find a vegan around here, we kill them and eat them. Okay. Tricky. My mate said, because my mate did a thing called Veganuary, right? I don't know. Yeah, it's a real thing, you dickhead. That's not a thing. It is. Wow, somebody's brought a seagull with them today. Release the seagull. Is that somebody who is? I'm not paying for chips. Got me seagull on the arm there. Fly off. Fly off into the world and bring me back the finest chips you can find. So anyway, no, my mate, it's a thing. Veganuary, it's a genuine thing. Vegan, it's a portmanteau word. It's vegan January. Veganuary, you see? You know what sounds better than that? Hamuary. Yeah. Where you spend the whole of January just consuming ham. Just eating ham, licking ham, getting some ham and putting some bacon bits in it and then rolling it up and smoking it. That's where smoky bacon comes from. Yeah. So, oh yeah, just out near where the glitter factories are, they have a whole warehouse full of people smoking ham rasters. That's what they have. Hamsters, they call them. And they have them on shelves. And they just sit there like that, and they're just smoking away. On shelves, it's cruel. I prefer the free-range ham rasters, you know, where they just get to wander around. Just, yeah. And then as they discard the meat, you swoop in and pick it up and put it in Asda. I don't know. I've not thought that through, to be honest. Anyway, my mate says to me, right, the vegan fella, he goes, do you remember? Oh, yes, that's where we were. Oh, yeah. What, hey? Yeah. And I'll tell Sheffield, because I was eating a chicken. Do you remember? And I was going to tell you about Glasgow as well. Look at you, look. No. We're not quite sure what's happening, Rob. Just relax, right? Look, here's the thing, right? I might find you off on the odd tangent here and there, but I'll eventually return. Like, you know, I always get back to I'm like an elephant, you know. What? Do you mean you're like an elephant? I never forget. An elephant never forgets. What did you think of me? What did you think? I was just going to stop and do a slow shit? He's right, you know, he is. When he says he's like an elephant, he very much is. What have elephants got to remember, really? Like on a day-to-day, like on an elephant's to-do list, there's not a lot to do, is there? It's just like eat leaves and fanny about on the savannah. That's it. There's nothing to remember. How do we know they've got good memories? You know, I mean, granted, I've never seen an elephant on a nature documentary walking across the savannah like that and then suddenly stop and then just go, oh, shit! I forgot my leaves! And even if they did forget the leaves, there's more leaves over there. It's Africa. You could just make shit up about any animal you want, couldn't you? You could say, like, an elephant never forgets. The rhinoceros always acknowledges. You all right, Rhino? See? He definitely acknowledged me there. The hippopotamus has a tendency to be blasé. Quickly, Hippo! Get yourself down to W.H. Smith! They've got a big bar in Galaxy! It's £1! It's only £1! Can you believe it? See? Blasé. It's another one that'll have to stop after Brexit. Forget about using the word blasé. Yeah, it's French, isn't it? Off the table. Yes. Blasé. Nope. You'll have to say, not arsed. That's what we should be planning for now. You know, these are the important things we've got to be ready for, you know. What about chaise longue? You know, can't say chaise longue anymore. We'll have to say half a couch. Always think. It's what? What will we call a courgette? A courgette. Yeah, because at the moment it's, bonjour. I can't... Show your faces! I can't speak French. And I realised as I went, oh yeah, I can easily blag this. I bet you Eddie Izzard's shitting himself, isn't he? Oh, yeah. He's down there getting a foreign call. Ross, are you trying to talk French on stage when you clearly don't speak it? Yes? Okay. Yeah, a courgette. Because the French, they just, la courgette. So we'll just say, courgette. Could I have 2 courgettes, please? Zucchini. And you call them zucchini? That's what some people, the Americans, call a courgette. A zucchini. That's probably Italian, isn't it? Oh, we're hooked, aren't we? What are you going to call it? A what? A tiny marrow. Brilliant. Thinking. Hold me close, tiny marrow. That's what. In fact, I think we should insist that that is how you have to ask for it. You go into the greengrocer's and you say, excuse me, can I have courgette? No, monsieur. No, he wouldn't be French. No, he wouldn't be French. He'd say, no, you can't, due to the Brexit conditions. He'd go, I'll have a tiny marrow, please. Do it properly. Oh. Please, can I have a tiny marrow? Yes, you can. And you can tell everybody that these are your plums. Plums isn't French, is it? It's la plums. Anyway, that's what, yes, courgette, blasé, chaise longue, half a couch. What? Double entendre? Yeah, very good. You're right on it. Yeah, this is all the shit we need to sort out before it all happens. You know what I mean? What if you've got... What happens if you've got a blasé hippopotamus sitting on a chaise lounge who likes eating courgettes? Yes, that's the shit that all people worrying about Northern Ireland. Blah, blah, blah. This is the shit we need to sort out. You know, check it with a, pardon, monsieur, hippopotamus? Oh, for fuck's sake. He's gonna do it again. Pardon, monsieur, what's French for hippopotamus? Le hippopotamus. Shut your face. Shut your face or you're out. The hippopotamus. Is that what it is it? The lazy French bastard. Jesus Christ. Excuse me, Pierre. What is hippopotamus? It is le hippopotamus. Lazy French, but you know what? Brexit can't come soon enough. Is it all right? Pardon, monsieur hippopotamus. Es-tu blasé? How do you say, do you like? Je voudrais. Right. Is it? Oh, there seems to be some consternation. Seems to have thrown a cat amongst the pitch. Je voudrais. Is that right? No. What's je voudrais? I want. You're asking. I want courgette. Jesus, that's no good. Have you ever been on safari? You can't just stroll up to a hippopotamus. The most dangerous animal in Africa. Excuse me. I want courgette. Firstly, he'll kill. Oh, excuse me. Your heckle is important to us and will be dealt with. You are currently in a stacking system. Continue to hold. Okay, go ahead. What did you... Oh, wait. Your heckle will be recorded for training and quality. What did you say? Is that a double entendre? I don't know what a double entendre is. It's like a double entendre. Excuse me, is that a double entendre? That sounds like something that you would fire out of a space gun. Stand clear! I'm gonna fire my double entendre! It's massive! I should say it is. Thank you, double entendre gun. You really helped me out. I certainly gave that bad guy a licking. You most certainly did. Oh, shit, the double entendre is fired backwards. And it's now affecting me as well. Oh, God, it's going to take hours to get this out of me. No. What? Je voudrais... How do you say, is that? Qu'est-ce que fait? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est, monsieur? Pardon, monsieur hippopotamus. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Qu'est-ce que c'est, courgette? It's blasé, c'est. Oui. Don't know why he's talking in French. The hippopotamus, he's a bloody African. Should be like that, shouldn't he? Should be more like, oh no, I'm not going to do the one. Best not to, you know what I mean? Just a little. No, not even a little. No. Oh, no, hang on. I'll make him a white South African from Cape Town. That'll be fine. Pardon, monsieur, I'm smoking now. He's doing what? Pardon, monsieur, hippopotamus. Qu'est-ce que c'est? Courgette. That's right, it's very much a courgette, I don't mind telling you. Now, you fuck off and let me sit here on my chaise lunch. Strictly speaking, as I'm not part of the European Union, I'm still allowed to sit on it and call it a chaise lunch. Now, go on, fuck off out of it. You still with me on this? She's just going, ah! I mean, you described what it was going to be like, but this is taking a piss. So anyway, my friend, he says, he's a vegan, remember? He says to me, he goes, Ross, he goes, ah, he's one of them. Ah. He goes, would you still eat meat if you had to kill the animal yourself? Ah. I said, listen, mate, I wouldn't eat vegetables if I had to dig them up. Sort of answered your own question there, haven't you? And here's a good question. I was thinking to myself, could I kill a pig? That's the question. Could I? And I reckon I could. As long as I didn't have to look it in the eyes, I reckon I could kill a pig, you know, with a pillow. I reckon I could do it with a pillow. Which is difficult, you know, because, you know, like a pig's nose sticks out quite a long way. So you'd think you were smothering the pig like that. Die! 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 And he'd be like, I'm not even muffled. You'd have to wrap the pillow. You'd have to wrap the pillow around the snout of the pig and then push a traffic cone over the top. Get him in the corner, or he'd just step out of it like that. Yeah, bastard. Get it the right way round as well. You don't want to put the thin end of the cone, and otherwise that would amplify the pig. You're holding it like that, and he's just going, I am being destroyed by a human. Yeah, just an old school pillow, just like that. I don't think I could do it with one of those, you know, those modern memory foam pillows. I don't know about that, because you'd kill the pig, you're like, die! And then he'd take the pillow away, and his face would still be there. Be trying to get to sleep like that, and the face of the dead pig would be next to him. So anyway, I was in Sheffield, right? And I'd had some chicken wings, right? And I had some chicken wings, and I was all chickeny. And I turned to the lads in the crew, and I said, lads, does anyone want some hand sanitizer? And the lads went, oh, lovely, thanks, right? So I'm getting my hand sanitizer, and this is a bit of a misunderstanding. There's a young woman, over by the bar, and she made eye contact with me, so I smiled at her like that, just nice. I went, like that. And instead of her, I thought she'd go like that, and instead she went, oh, and stared at the floor. And I went, it's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit of a... And it turns out it was a massive misunderstanding, because I went like this, I went like that, and she looked. And the trouble was, is I had chickeny hands, and I was getting my hand sanitizer, and she just saw me smile at her while I was doing this. Enticing her in, and fiddling with myself at the same time. And I went, oh, shit. And I handed out hand sanitizer. That was all fine, right? And I thought, I'll show her that I'm not a dirty sex criminal. So I looked back at her and I went, like that. And she went, and looked at the floor again. I went, how is that? And then I realised she's looked back and she can now see 3 grown men all looking at her doing this. Oh, no, that's not the worst one, though. The worst one was in Glasgow, right? Horrendous situation. So what's happened, right? It all started here, actually. It started just up the road there. I had a bit of an injury. It's because of my injury. I feel we're friends. I'll share. I got the worst testicular chaffing of my entire life. Oh my God, my right testicle was in bits. Honestly, it looked like I'd been teabagging an angle grinder. Right, honestly. Oh, it was shocking, it was, right? See, what I did was I made the mistake. I did the Great North Run, right? Now, if you're thinking of doing it, there's a few things you need to take into consideration. The first one is, don't do a gig somewhere else for a couple of hours, dancing around like a twat, then drive through the night to Newcastle, then get no sleep at all, wake up, run a half marathon, then get a ferry across the river, jump in a car, drive to Glasgow, do another show, and then try and check into a hotel without it affecting your body, right? Just a word to the wise there, right? Because, well, and the other thing is as well, two things. The first one was nobody told me that the entire route, there's no break. There's spectators everywhere, and across the bridge is the lot, right? I didn't realise this, right? Because when I go running, I'm doing it on my own. I like to get into my own head. I didn't realise I was going to get fucking heckled. Trying to get in my head, and I'm running along like that, and little kids like that. Hey, Ross! No! Where's your motorbike? Fuck off. But see, Ross, fuck you and fuck your mum. Who are you running for? Tourette's. Nobody warned me. It's all uphill as well, right? And I put the wrong pants on, right? So I had some seriously bad chaffing, right? And I thought, just put it out of your mind, you'll be fine, right? But the problem was, right, is that my thighs, they seized up, so I could only walk like this, right? As long as I kept my legs bent, right? So I was walking like this, but that's fine. Nobody needs to know. Nobody needs to know that I've got thigh problems, right? And then on top of that, due to the horrific testicle chaffing, right, I had a limp, but not a this is a normal limp, right? That's your normal limp, like that. This was my limp, right? I was like that. I was trying to walk around me bollocks, right? It's fine. What do you mean I've got to go faster? I can't go any... So I get to Glasgow, right, and I try and check into the hotel, and as I get to the hotel like that, I'm just going to let myself into the room, and I made the fatal error, right, of I straightened my legs, and my legs cramped up, and now I was like this. Because if you can bend your legs, you can go, oh. But I was going, oh. And I was making involuntary noises. I was doing this. I was going, which was fine, except for the fact a young woman who works at the hotel was walking down the corridor, made eye contact with me. I looked at her and was going, and before I had a chance to shout, it's not you, it's because of my balls, right? She just stopped. She had a clipboard. She just stopped like that, turned round and walked back up the corridor. And I thought, that's fine, right? Went into the hotel, ordered a bit of room service, right? Got in there like that. And then this was the mistake I made, right? I decided to apply to my thighs some deep heat gel. Oh yeah, we can all make that noise with hindsight. Right? I'd never used it before. I didn't realise that you put it on, right, and it starts to tingle up like that, and it gets warmer, and then through to the deep heat. In many ways, it does exactly what it says on it. So I put it on, but it's gone on cold, right? And I think this is meant to be hot, so I put a bit more on. I didn't, so I put more on, and the word moron could not have been any more apt, right? It was dripping off me. It was onto my toes. It was dropping onto the carpet, and it just started to come through. The heat started to come through. And as I was there, I just hear this: knock, knock, knock. Room service. Oh shit! I forgot about my food, right? So I'm there like this. This is my tip to you, right? if you've applied too much deep heat to your thighs, right, or when you are applying the deep heat, put your undies on first, right? Because that's not what I did. I went, room service, and I pulled up my undies like that. The elastic acted as a spatula. It spatulized all of the deep heat right up there into what I'm going to call the Valley of Danger. So you can imagine the surprise the room service man got when I answered the door. Knock, 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 room service. And I feel sorry for this poor bastard, because he's clearly gone, you know, this woman's gone, I'm not taking his food to him. He's a wrong, and he was like this in the corridor. And this fella's obviously defending me. He's going, give me that food. I would take it to him. Sure, he might be a bit odd on stage, but I'm sure that off stage he's perfectly normal. Knock, 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 room service. This is how it went down in real time. Knock, 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 room service, undies up, spatulized, trousers, heat's coming through. Oh. Click, click. Some yogurt to dip my balls in! Ah! Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for me. Take care of yourselves. See you again. Good night. Excellent stuff, lovely to be here. I'm loving what you've got going on down there. You've got your crutches with you in the front row. You've brought your own pillow behind you. I'm liking it a lot. You're in for the evening. I like that. Starting to think you might not even need those crutches. You might have just brought the pillow along, got yourself comfy and just gone, I'm going to get so rat arse, I'm going to need these to get on the table. That's what's going on there. Well done, madam. I like the fact you've brought the crutches there, and despite the fact that there's a seat empty next to you where you could place the crutches, I like the fact that you've just held them in front of you, and yet you had your hands through them, but still clapping whilst the crutches were attached. It's nice, I like it a lot. I think initially I didn't realise they were crutches when I first came on. I just saw you clapping and this business going on. To be honest, I thought you were an android at first. I just saw, welcome along to you too. Well done. Oh, that was swift and quick. I was chatting to my android friend down here, and then you just went, go now, he won't see us. Go, go, go. Just out my peripheral vision there. Woof, as you swooped in. There we go. Feel free. Sit yourself down. Get comfortable. You won't be as comfortable as this woman down here. She got out herself. She's got a pillow. She's probably got a sleeping bag down there as well. You know, one of those air mattresses that you get. You know, Those ones that, you know, the ones that they have on the late night infomercials where they drop the bowling ball onto the one of them, just pump that up. Has anyone ever done that on their bed, ever? Just crept in. I'm always doing that. I'm always inviting friends round. I say, you're going to have to sleep on an air mattress, but I haven't spent the money on an expensive air mattress that you get on late night infomercials. I've got a cheap one because it's more fun. You get them to lie down and they're on one side of the bed, and then I go and get me bowling balls. That's what I do, like that. Oh, the amount of... I've got a big bin full of bowling balls there. I've had, in my house, I've had one of those machines that they've, you know, at the bowling alley. I've got that next to the bed there. And then when the bowling ball comes off, it rolls through. And then I get the... sometimes if I can't be arsed picking one up, I just get the Hoover that I bought, honestly. And I just, and then I get it like that, and then I walk along, and then I wait for them, and I go, whoomp, and then bang, and they fly out the bed, and go, and they go, more latecomers coming in, sit yourself down, don't worry about the lateness. Where have you? You're quite late, but where have you been? 6 rows back? Oh, what, and you've just upgraded yourself? Well done. I like that very much. That's not too... Yes, my Android friend approving of that. Nice stuff. Well done for the upgrade situation. At least you went that way. Imagine that if I was chatting and then like these two lads got up and went, fuck this, and just... and walk back to that row over there. I'm too close. This is, to be honest, the proximity to the skulls is too much. This. Just relax, it's fine. You know what happened the other night, right? It freaked out the front row, right? Because what's up? You know what I'm enjoying with you as well, sir? This, you know what? This is one of the finest front rows I've had in years. Sometimes the people in the front row are just regular, but there's a cornucopia of different styles down here. What I'm loving about you, sir, is, what was your name, friend? Lee. What I'm liking about you is you've opted for the tracky dack. I'm loving it. You've opted for the tracky pants, and what? Because why not? You take a leaf out of her book. You've got to be comfy. You've got to be comfy. I'm surprised you lot are in onesies down the front. Just like chilling along, fella down there, just quite distinguished looking. You could have maybe the Hugh Hefner style smoking jacket on, like that. I'm just saying, I'm sorry, I'll do your lady there. I painted you out as a Hugh Hefner figure. You are a strong, independent, confident woman in your own right, and in no way am I saying you are a playboy. Okay. You moving on. That's not to say the Playboy bunnies are in any way bimbos or ahead. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. I'm trying really hard. People get so pissed off nowadays, so I'm trying to be all, like, proper and that. So, you know, respect to you, sisters. No, what I'm loving, right, is the fact that you've gone for the tracky dack, right? As I believe it is known in these parts, right? What I'm liking is the fact you've shuggled down in your chair a little bit and then hoof yourself up so the actual, we'll call it the gusset area, right? What I'm liking is the gusset area has descended quite low. Do you know what I mean? And then you've done the man spreading like that. And it's created like a sort of it's hard to describe, but what I'm saying is, instead of it being like sort of there, it's come to here, and it's created like almost like a sort of a lap trampoline. It's a sort of the fabric has tightened down there, and which is perfect, because if you got your beverage there, or, you know, you might be eating snacks and stuff, and what'll happen a lot of the time, you maybe have some Maltesers for the show, just enjoying them, yeah, so, whoa, and you'll drop one like that, and traditionally that'll just roll down under the thing, but you've created the lap trampoline. So you drop the sweet and it goes bong, and it's straight back up into you. We're just going to have to be careful that fella behind you doesn't start doing it on purpose. Just gets the Malteser and just goes there, boing, and then bounces back. There you go, you can just drop it, boing, straight back in. The lap trampoline. You comfy people down the front. Anyway, why did you move forward 6 rows? You what? You were in the wrong seat, so I see. What, and did somebody 6 rows back just go, "Hey, these are not your seats. Move forward, please." Or did you realise at the last minute and went, "Hang on a second, we are being shortchanged by a good 10 foot here." I tend to go down the front, but not too far down the front, because you're wearing what looks like quite a well-ironed shirt. And that will not go down well in what I like to call the comfort zone. It's a shame they banned smoking, isn't it? That'd be a good one if you were smoking a pipe at the show, and I'd be smoking, and then you just went, and then let the pipe fall, and then it hit you, and it down, and it bang, and spun, and you caught it back in your mouth. That's certainly a way of impressing the ladies. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what you had to do before the Tinder. That's what people had to do. They had to wear elasticated trousers and sit with their knees apart, waiting for a lady to walk past on a promenade or boulevard. Anything with "ard" in the title, that's where they used to go. And the lady would walk past smoking a pipe. You're smoking a pipe, not the lady. She might have been. You don't know. I wasn't there. We'll have to ask the historians, won't we? Smoking a pipe and I say, young lady, and she will promenading along the promenade, the boulevard promenade, and they go, "Oh, hello there, sir. How can I..." "Yes, young lady. Look, no hands. Would you like to marry me?" That's how it went down in the olden days before Tinder. So no, go on, you can stick the crutches next to you. I don't think those people are turning up unless... What's that you got hanging from the crutches there? It's what? A torch! Oh! A lovely torch! You've come fully equipped this evening, haven't you? Look at that! Jesus Christ! Was there a sale on at Ray's Outdoors? You just went in there. Did you win a trolley dash? Is that what it is? Right, you've won a competition on the radio. You get a minute in Ray's Outdoors. You can grab any old shit you want, and you just run in there. I'm having a pillow. That'll come in handy. I'm having the camping mattress. I'm having the thing there. Oh, crutches. I don't know what they're doing in here. Oh, shit, what if it's dark? Creeping around in the woods on the crutches. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Is that you? Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! There's a woman in the second row who's laughing. I love it. No, don't cover your mouth. Let it out. Let it out. That's amazing. Like a car alarm was going off. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's less like you're enjoying the show and more like there's been a security breach. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Perimeter breach. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Quick, send out all the officers. We can't send the officers out there. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's dark, send out the sidewalk. Hang on, I'll get me torch on. They're out there somewhere. Whoop, 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 whoop. Wonderful. So wonderful scenes here in St Kilda. This whoop, whoop, whoop. I do hope you don't work at some sort of government facility, madam. That'd be terrible. You work there tonight. You're just having a bit of a laugh. Whoop, whoop, whoop. everything's on lockdown. You know, shutters are coming down. People are destroying the experiment. Torch everything! There's weird, freaky, half-human, half-pig boys running around. Kill it! Kill it! Oh, my life's back! I have worked on this for so long, and it is all of the perimeters. Oh no, that was me. I was just having a... Somebody creeped up and gave me a tickle. Oh, I have touched the pig boy. Still, who has got a ciabatta? We will have a lovely... Oh, what? That's too far. Is that too far? No, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's perfectly acceptable for a mad German scientist to torch a pig boy that's running out of some kind of high-tech scientific government laboratory. That's perfectly acceptable, but to enjoy his meat afterwards... Oh, no. Not like that. What kind of sort of film is this? Yeah, sure, I torched him with a flamethrower, but I enjoyed his meat afterwards. Yes. Why have you got a torch on the crutches? You what? You never know when you're going to need it. I didn't realise you were Scottish. Unless you're taking the piss. You what? You're not? No, where are you from? Originally Glasgow, but you're not Scottish. Oh, I see. You're not taking the piss. Right, okay, I was going to say... that's a bit of a hard sell if ever I heard one. Oh, no, I've always got my torch available at all times, eh? I've put it all the way, I've got my crutches there, and I've attached my torch so that at any point I can see in the darkness if I'm on the moors. If I'm on the moors and I'm travelling across the heather, I'll be able to see the beasties as they're coming towards me. That's right, the wee mists as it rolls across the heather. I'm always vigilant and always ready for any eventuality. But one thing you must know about me is I'm not Scottish. Under any situation, I am in no way Caledonian. So what brings you here? Do you live here now? Yeah, oh yeah. How long have you been here now? 4 years in Melbourne, and how are you dealing with the sky? Yeah, I know. Did they warn you about it beforehand? Takes you by surprise when you're from the north of the UK, isn't it? I did the same thing. I went, what's that? Jesus Christ! It's everywhere! It's everywhere! It's following me around! Yeah. No, because we don't have the sky like you've got the sky here. It's very different. There's a lot of clouds, and we never see the sunshine. And it's, you know what we have to do, right? Is we basically, because we don't see the sunshine, we have to walk around our cities holding a torch. That's what we do. That's what we do. We have to hold a torch like this. Just imagine what it would be like to see the sunshine once in a while. And sometimes, right, because obviously the sun's quite low in the winter, so you just hold it here. But then when it's the summertime, you think, oh, I need it to be a bit higher. I'll just tie it to a crutch. Aye. It's a lovely day today, Maura. There's nothing I like more than wandering around with the torch beaming down on me. That's a bit tricky, isn't it? When you require crutches and you've got one crutch. Oh, I've not fully thought this through. It's a ridiculous situation. That's what? Oh, that's what you've got him. He walks along with a stick with a torch on. Excellent stuff there. Oh, the 4 years, it's great, isn't it? I'm not going to lie to you, right? Don't spread this around, right? Melbourne's my favourite city. Oh, I love it. I bloody love it. It's everything about it. You know, my favourite thing is that, and that's probably why you're playing tribute. I like the fact that you unnecessarily illuminate everything. You're probably doing that to fit in, aren't you? Just put it on the crystal light. I love it. I love the fact you don't give a shit, do you? You just go like, there's a building. Light it up at night. Make sure that everyone can see it for miles around. Even when you're driving from the airport, you're driving along. Oh, there's a bit of metal over the top. Light it up like a rainbow. Yay! Honestly. You know what? I mean, I'm no David Attenborough, but the moths in Melbourne must be the most confused moths in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, all the rest of them just gotta go, oh, what the fuck's going on there? Oh, no, oh, that's the art centre, it's the art centre. Oh, no, that's a bit of art by the motorway. So, he's wearing a NASA top there. Look at the full NASA. You got the thing there. You got the American flag and the NASA logo on one side. What's on the other side there? The space shuttle mission. You got the full thing there. And then, do you work for NASA? What? You do? Shut your face! You lying bastard! Oh, God. You know what I love about that is the fact that you didn't hold your nerve long enough. Do you know what I mean? There was a flicker on your face and you went, I'm going to go for this. Yes. But there was just a slight flicker in your face where you went, oh, shit. If I commit to this, I'm going to have to pretend I work for NASA. In front of all these people, I might get found out. Does anyone? Yes! So, no, what do you do out of interest? You work for the coroner! Holy shit! Wow! Oh, that's incredible! Incredible job to do. And what do you do for do you take the photos with the, next to the limbs with the... No, but that's what you do, and I've seen the shows, they put a number next to the foot and then wink. No, are you in the morgue? Do you work in the morgue? In the courtroom! Oh, fantastic! And you like to throw the defendants off by dressing as an astronaut. I like it. I like the way you've done that. Clever. You come in as an expert witness, but just to make sure no one's quite sure what's going on. And now we've got a representative from the coroner's office coming in. Where is she? I don't know. And you've been hiding behind the desk. No, that was Elvis in the Comeback Special. That was he used to come on to that, but it was also in 2001, wasn't it? What? Yeah, it was. Kubrick used it in but he was also. That would be even more confusing if you're dressed as an astronaut with an Elvis wig on. Well, come down here. I'm a representative of the coroner. I want to say, I want to ask me any questions. I want to ask my question. I'm going to. Oh, yeah, that's right. I've been terrible murder in town. I'm going to zoom the lane. Thank you very much. Okay, Elvis. Elvis Armstrong. What? So you work in the court for the coroner, And so what do you do in the court there? Oh, you assist the coroner. You swear witnesses in and tell people to be quiet. That's fair enough. Like, she means the oath. People go, nah. So, oh, I see. So you swear them in and that, and you sort of see. And then the coroner, he or she, you're absolutely, I told you! I absolutely flagged it up at the start of the show. Times are changing, my friends, and we have to keep up, and that was a clear example of sexism on my part, just because you have dressed as an astronaut, which is predominantly a male preserve. Predominantly, I didn't say exclusively. Be very careful, Ross. Be very careful. I'm on your side, sisters. Yes. He or she or gender neutral. You didn't think of that, did you? Come on. Get with the times, sister. Or brother, or neither. Or both. Or all, or none, or some, or a bit, but not all of it, but a little bit, but some of it, and then but also kind of, but maybe, but not so much. And then, oh, are you? Well, oh, if you don't want to be, and that's fine. Do you want to over here? Yes, help yourself, but don't leave it. Sit over there. Lovely. You're welcome. So, there's got to be, oh my God, it's complicated times. Complicated. I'll tell you what is, gentlemen, this is a good time, I feel, to share this with you, right? You ready for this? This is going to shock a lot of you that have been fans of mine for a long time, right? You might not know this about me. You're looking at me now, look at you, you're going to feel a fucking pin drop now. Feel a pin drop? No. Hear a pin drop, yeah. Feel the tension, hear a pin drop. That's right. You don't feel a pin drop. Unless somebody drops a pin on your foot. Ah! Fuck! Just felt a pin drop there. You'd be all right. It just... it would just stay there, wouldn't it? Precariously, the point, precariously close to your penis. Like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, when he gets the Doug Gray Scott holds the knife next to his eye, and you go, oh, that's the pin next to your cock. So, sorry, mate, he just covered his face. He went, what the? No, I'm going to tell you this now, right? This is you might be surprised to hear this, right? You look at me now, right, and you see this body, right, of a man, and just this man's body here. But I'm just going to share, right? I actually, right, even though I look like a man, this man, I actually identify as a much more handsome man, right? So I'm just letting you know that now, right? Yeah, I'm a bit taller, my haircut's better, and I'm just slightly better looking, you know. Eyes aren't quite as close together. And for years, women have discriminated against me. Discriminated against me, thinking that this is the body that I am, but I'm not. I'm so much more handsome than this. It's about time I got some respect. God bless you lot. There was one or two people who went, do we clap this? And the rest of you went, no, because he's talking out his arse. Oh, wonderful scenes. So, anyway, no, what was I on about? Oh, yeah, that's right, the coroner. Oh, no, I was telling you about what happened the other night with the front row. Do you remember? Oh, yeah, that's right. So what happened was, right, I was coming, look, some of you go, no, we don't. We don't know what's going on. Anyway, no, I was doing a show the other night, right? And the theatre, like, I love this. It's just in my top 5 theatres in the world, right? I love it, right? I'm not just saying I genuinely love this gig, right? But we did one the other night, right? And the top of the theatre was a bit too small. We'd overdone it, if I'm honest. We had too much shit to go into too small a space. So already the front row, when the curtain dropped, that was like right in their faces, right? And when you're not expecting it, and it was just like, "Aah!" So they were already on edge, right? But then what had happened was this bit here had got squashed down. So these teeth are next to these teeth like this. So the whole the skull's going like this. Already the front row are a bit nervous anyway, because that's come down and they've got the big skull and it's going and I could see them through the mouth. They were sort of like backing away like this, just going, we're a bit close, and there's some sort of freaky, yeah. But then it got worse because as I came through, because the two bits of jaw were together, it meant I had to squeeze through, right? Which I know it was like being born, right? It was like, I'm not suggesting that my mum has teeth in the... I'm not suggesting that. Oh, God. I mean, my dad did have a worried look on his face. There's definitely... I've got no way of checking, to be... I could ask for our dental records, but... too far, possibly too far. And then... I don't remember my baby photos looking at my face and seeing the top of my head just crimped. Anyway, forget about the teeth, right? Oh, my mum would be so proud. She's on the other side of the world, my mum, right? She knows I'm on tour, but she has no idea that thousands of people sitting in a room, just imagining her toothy downstairs. Oh, what a wonderful thing. What a wonderful, proud mum she would be if she could imagine that. Thank God it's not you. Imagine that. Biting your way out of the trouser situation. Anyway, so the point is, right, these two things were right next to each other. So and the front row is already on edge. And then the thing dropped, and I came, and I had to slide through like that. But the problem is, right, is that is plastic. All of that's plastic. So I sort of had to rub my head against 2 meters of plastic to get through. Now, I don't know if you know anything about science, right, but that created a sort of Van de Graaff generator, right? And my head's already quite fluffy, right? So imagine the front row's surprise when I emerged out of the teeth, right? My hair standing on end. Like they were already nervous. The hair's standing on end like that. Yeah. But the worst thing of all, right, was the fact that I touched my face against this tooth, which released all of the static electricity, right, and gave me an electric shock in the eye. In the eye. Now, I don't know if you've ever had an electric shock in the eye, but I reacted as any man would when shocked in the eye. I emerged out of it, went, Zah! And I just went, bastard! That's no way to start a show, is it? You just emerge out of a mouth and run to the front row with your hair in the... Stick it up, look at the person in the front row. Bastard! What's going on there? Woman's got a phone out. What, are you getting text messages? Yeah? No, what? It's what? Oh, it's just in your hand, turned on, waving it around. What? Oh, yes, okay, I'm sorry. I do apologise. I just pressed the button by accident. You saw the rules. Okay, no, that's fine. It's not, I'm not sorry. I don't want to get shitty. It's just, that's the one thing that fucking... It just starts to... I don't like to get angry about stuff, you know, but people on their phones just you know, when it starts to just eat up... I'm trying... You know what I've been doing a lot of lately, right? I've been doing a lot of meditation, yeah? A lot of meditation. Well, say meditation, or as my wife calls it, not listening. Yeah. Apparently, if you do it on a yoga mat, that's spiritual. Apparently, if you're just staring through the window of a microwave, it's not the same. I mean, I sometimes make the same note as the dinner revolving, you know. It's no difference, no. What do the Buddhists get at the end of it? Spiritual enlightenment. What do I get? Bing! Lovely pie! A lovely pie! I'm winning when it comes to the Buddhist thing. Just staring like that, slowly watching the pie. Never, fellas, right? Never tell your lady what you're actually thinking, right? Just lie when you're staring off into space. She goes, what are you thinking about? Don't tell her under any circumstances. She goes, what are you thinking about? Just lie through your teeth. Oh, saving the world. Babies needing biscuits. Just anything. Biscuit babies. She goes, oh, so wonderful. What a wonderful man I'm married to. Don't say what you're actually thinking about. I made that mistake before. What are you thinking about, Ross? I'm deciding what sort of ghost I'm going to be. I think that's an important thing to decide. If you get killed instantly, and it could happen, you know, piano falls on you or something, right? And, I don't know, at a clumsy piano festival, and you're dead, and you go up to heaven and they go, what sort of ghost are you going to be? You just panic and go, oh, poltergeist. Wrong answer. That's just moving shit around, isn't it? It's the equivalent of working in a spiritual warehouse. All day long. I'm not doing that for eternity. No, you know what I'm going to be? I'm going to be a headless horseman. That's what I'm going to be. Yeah, there's a gap in the market for the headless horseman because everyone used to have horses, didn't they? Back in the day, couldn't get moved for headless horsemen riding about the place, freaking people out, right? Now, who's got horses now? Those dickheads that do dressage at the Olympics. That's not frightening, is it? What's that coming out of the spooky woods? It's not frightening, mate. That's what I'm going to be. Headless horseman, put me down, top of the list. Probably not allowed to say horseman now, though, are you? Probably have to say horse person. Yes. Probably not allowed to say headless either. Probably have to say bodily positive. Yes. Yeah. That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to be a bodily positive equine operative. Yes. I mean, obviously, the people that see me are coming out of the wood. Ah! What's that? What did you see coming out of the wood? A bodily positive equine operative. He was terrifying. But ladies, right, on the flip side, right, on the flip side, can you stop lying to your partners? I'm sick of it, lying, right? Sorry, heterosexual ladies, right? I don't know, lesbians, I don't know what you're up to, but don't mean up to your secret lesbian business. On your lesbian missions, creeping around in your tunnels. No. You know what I mean? Stop lying to you fellas all the time, saying the blase. What are you looking for in a man? I'm looking for a man with a good sense of humor. Liars! I know That's not what you're looking for. What you're looking for is a man with a good sense of humour who can tone it down around your mates. That's what you're looking for. You don't want a good sense of humour all the time. I know. Because there's something that is comedically correct and there is something which is actually correct. And the two do not always go together. Like if her best friend is getting married and the vicar turns round and says, does anyone know why these two should not be joined in her... Yeah, exactly. I can hear you laughing already. Say nothing, Ross. Does anyone know why these two should not be joined in holy matrimony? The comedically correct thing to do is to just a little bit too loud so that a few people around you here go, is it because the sister's better looking? It's the right thing to do. Even the bloke playing the organ was giggling. What you should say is I'm looking for a man with a good sense of humour. Terms and conditions apply. That's what it should say. Next time the women's magazines ask you, right? Or, you know, you're doing an online survey or something, right? Lie. Do this for me, right? Because I want this to... It's just a daft thing to say, but this is what I want all women to say they want in a relationship. It'll completely mess with the heads of journalists, right? Just, this is for me. It was just a bit of daftness, a bit of fun, right? What are you looking for in a man? Just say, I'm looking for a man who's got a little hand on the end of his cock. Just a little, like... What I love about that is a lot of you are laughing, but some of you went, oh. Some of you went, oh no, that'd be amazing. What's worrying? Not just women, men as well. Looking at me going, oh yes, the hand cock, that would be good. No, the cock hand, that's what we call it, not the hand cock. That Will Smith film would be a very different thing. Have you seen hand cock? Oh my God. That's what Americans call a signature as well, isn't it? Imagine that you would have cashed a check in a bank in America. Can I just get your handcock on this thing? Don't mind if I do. Is it all right if I shove it under the glass? No, that would be the next stage of human evolution, wouldn't it? The cock hand! The cock hand! I mean, obviously, you would have to inform your partner before you achieved an erection that you weren't a Nazi. Very important. You know, cock goes off at that. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You racist! No! Uncle Cock Hand! Little Cock Hand! You know, for you ladies in the bedroom, it'd be incredible, wouldn't it? The little cock hand there, doing the tweaking and the fiddling and all of that business. And then, you know, it'd be perfect for you. And it would be a joy for us fellas, wouldn't it? Imagine that. You'd be able to scratch your balls while still having your arms folded. Just stood there. You'd have a look of concentration on your face, though, wouldn't you? You'd just be stood there going, are you scratching your balls? Yes, I am. Especially in this hot weather, you know, if it gets a bit humid, you could just, you know, when they stick to your leg, you could just pull them free. Just, mainly men laughing at that. Well, what? Ladies, right, you know, I don't know if you've ever left a plastic tarpaulin folded in the garden, right? Well, let's just leave it. So let's just leave the cock hand. It is the future of human evolution. You'd be able to spoon your partner in bed tenderly, but at the same time, a little tap on the leg. Woo! Any chance of... Homosexual gentlemen! Any homosexual homosexual gentleman in here tonight, it would revolutionise your life. Could you imagine that? Before, woo, there you are, brothers, this homosexual gentleman, you'd be fantastic for you. Before you made sweet, sweet love to your partner, you'd be able to have a lovely game of rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. In the bedroom. Decide who goes first. It would be a wonderful situation. And then, when you have finished the lovemaking, add an air of formality to proceedings by bidding him farewell with a firm handshake. Good day. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Thanks for coming.